Hello, welcome to SuperHi Graphics. First, let's take a look at the intro.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, delete what you have on your screen. Now let's set the background color. Now come to color. This is all we are making use of for this background color. But let me give us how I got the color. So let's go back to what we have. Ordinary background. So I'll import the material that I want to make use of. Okay, here is it. I'll just reduce the size. Let me give us a specific size. Let's make it a size of let's say 54. Let's make it 54. I don't want it to be too big, so 54, just like this. Okay, now okay that, let me position it at the center like this. You can see this is good. Now I want to get the background color, which is the color that I just showed us. So you come to background here, then color. Now come to grading, click on this. Now from what we have, you just come to color picture here, pick a color from what we have on our screen. So I'll just pick a very deep color from this side. It could be any of the color, just something like this. Now I'll just go deeper and bring this, click on any part of the blue portion here. You can see this. Now bring it deeper a little like this. Good. Now you can see what I have here. Now let's go for a lighter color. Click on this side, click on color picture like this. Then you come here and just pick any bright color. Then you OK it. That's it. Then you have this. So you select the radius. I'm using center radius. Look at it here. Okay. Now bring this closer. Bring this closer here. All you just have to do is click on the plus sign to add another color palette like this. Then you drag this one backward to this side and click on color picture again. Just bring it deeper a little like this, and you can get something deeper like this. Good. Now you can see how I got this color. Move this one closer so as the radius could be deep. Let me move this one a little bit deeper, something like this. Okay, you can see this is how I got the background color that I made use of. You can see they're almost the same thing. And yeah, let me give us color code. First bright color, color picture. The first bright color, you can see the color code here. This is 80D2EE. That's the color code. The second color code, which is OF8CBF. That's the color code for the second color. Now the last color code, here is it 13607D. That's the color code right there. So this is how you get the three color codes, and you have a background like this using the same settings that you have seen just now. Okay, that now the next thing that I'm going to do now is just to click on this cloud that I have here, and I'll click on this side. Let's start working on it. The next thing you are going to do now is to try and give it some effect. So let's come to 3D, enable 3D, give it oblique, just like this. You can see this. Now let's reduce the depth to, let's say, 5. You can see this is 5. Now you come down to, let's say, the angle, and just rotate it to something like, let's say, 310, 312, whatever you feel pleasing. Now let me go and reduce the depth a little. Okay, I have 4 as my depth here. Next thing that we're going to do now, you can make use of this color like this, leave it, or you can go and make use of a black color. Now if you are making use, click on it, go back to oblique, go back to 3D. Okay, you can change the color and just select a black color, something like this, depending on what you want. But you can make use of this auto that it gave us. So let's just go back to the auto that we have. Now you can see this is good. The next thing we are going to do now is, let's bring in, I want to bring in something like an airplane. So I'll go and select it. Okay, let's make use of any of these airplanes that I have here. Good, you can see this. I'll make this available for us to be able to download and make use of at our own free time. Let me give us a specific size for this airplane. Let's make it 38. I think 38 it's fine, but let's reduce it to 35, something like this. Rotate it a little like this. Just rotate it a little like this. Good. Okay, that then you come to, let's give it some shadow. So you click on shadow, enable the shadow. Now just give it a transparent shadow, but you can see the shadow is not coming out. So what you do is come to y-axis, come to, let's say, x-axis, and just make it let's make it a 6. You can see this. Now you come to the offset and bring it out. Bring it out to, let's make it 55 is fine, but you can see where it is. Now let's come to radius and make it a radius of 0. You can see this. Good. Now let's put this one to minus. You can see this. Okay, this is good. So you can just position this here like this. I want to reduce this a little to, okay, so you can just have something like this. You can see this. This is beautiful also. So the next thing that I'm going to do now is just to type in a text, which is, let's type up, like up. Okay, it's in small letter. It's important. If you want to get the same result, put it in small letter and come to your font here. Let me see. Okay, I made use of I'm trying to get a font for this. Okay, the font that I made use of is Amarat Bold. Let me see if I can get it for us on our normal font palette here. Basic, you see the Amarat Bold. Okay, that, and just come and increase the size. You can bring it to the center, or if you can't move it, just come and increase the size. Come to size and just increase the size, and you bring it down, increase the size. You can increase the size to whatever you see fit. Okay, I have this right here. Okay, what I'll just do now is to come to color and come and select the color for it. Come to color, let me select the color for it, something off-white. Okay, let's make use of this. Let me give us a color code. The color code for this is EO in 3 places. That's a color code. EO, that's a color code. Okay, that there I have it. So what I'll just do now is to okay that and come to, so I'll just come to 3D text, enable it also, and just give it a plate. You can see it. So we reduce the depth to, like, let's say 2 or 3 depending on what you want, but 3 is fine by me by this. So all I'll just do is to come to color and come and give it let's say a black color, and reduce to some, just give it a black color. Let me reduce it a little to something like this. You can see this. Okay, what I will just do now is to come to oblique angle again and just come and give it an angle of, let's say, 310, 320 within that range. You can see this. I have 320 here, which is still fine by me. So the space between the U and P is too much, so I'll just come to spacing and reduce the space a little. So let's say 3. You can see this is good. What I'll just do now is to come to shadow, enable the shadow, reduce the blur radius of the shadow to, let's say, 5. Okay, you can see this is good. Now I'll just increase the size of this, come and position it somewhere inside here. So I'll rotate it a little to something like this. You can see how everything is coming together piece by piece. Now let me change for everything to align properly, let me change the oblique angle of this cloud that I have here. So I'll just come back to clicking on the cloud. I'll come back to 3D and just come and make use of, let's say, color, and select this color. You can see it. So all I will do now is I can come and just, while it's still selected, and reduce the opacity. You can see this. So just get something light down, just like this. You can see how everything is coming together piece by piece. Now you can leave it like this and just put in the text whatever you want, but I want to make it more interesting and spiced up, so I'll go and bring in some clouds. Okay, here is a cloud. I'll try and make this available for us, like I said, for everyone to be able to use it. You can see this, just increase the size a little. This is a cloud, there's nothing strange about it. So all I'll just do is come to opacity and just reduce the opacity of this cloud. You can see it, rotate it a little like this to something like this. You can see this, and just I'm making use of 38 and just come here and send it to the back. You can see what it's giving me. Good. Now come here, click out like this, and then click on sticker. The first thing that it will bring to you as sticker, click out again to retain it, bring it in. You can spread it over and just come and give it color. Let's give it a black color like this. So you can close it up. Now I want to form like a shadow for this. Close it up like this and just bring it here. You can see this, bring it here and just send it to the send it to the back. So now be at the back. You can see this. So it's like a floating cloud with a plane and all of that right inside here. If you feel like your background isn't working enough, you can go back to background and just close it up. Click on the plus sign, close it up a little. You can see how I'm touching it. Now you can see it's like a floating cloud already. So all you just have to do now is to input your text, whatever you have. I'll come here, click on this, edit this, and just say, let's take you, or you can just input anything like let's get you going, something like this. So let's just make the initials capital letter. Okay, we get you going, something like that. Then come to styling. We're not making use of any font, just normal font. Make it bold, reduce the size to something like this, position it somewhere here. You can see this. Good. So all I'll just do now is type in another text and type something like from Niger to the world, something like this. You can see this. Let me cut this down. For this one, I'm going to make it capital letter and just something like this. Okay, now let's go and get a font for this one. Font, let's make use of a regular font. Okay, Harvey Stars, just like this. Reduce the size, position it somewhere here in front of this. Let's get you going, or whatever you feel fit, something like this. Reduce the size, position it properly. Now you can see, so all you just have to do is, let me add something else just to spice it up, something like this. This one doesn't really relate, but I just want to use it to spice it up a bit. I think it's from my previous design that I have it copied. Okay, I'll just reduce the size to something like this. You can see this. Excuse me. So you can see what I've just done here. You can reduce the size further depending on what you have. So it's just like how. So all I'll just do now is send this one to the back. You can see this. Just like that. I can duplicate that again. Bring this one down here. You can see this. Let me bring this to the front and readjust it. Okay. Something like this. Just position it to the back. This one also. To the back. Just like this. You've made a very beautiful design. So you can add any other thing that you feel like. Let's say it's your name. Let me just duplicate this, and just rotate it to something like this. And just come and position it somewhere here, like this. And yes, we've made a very beautiful interface design. This one can be used on any website. So if this was really helpful, kindly like and subscribe to the channel to get notified whenever I'm posting more videos like this.